Ladies, 16 reasons why a man won't marry you and what to do about it. Part 1 of 2. On the other side of the altar, men look at women for their marriage potential. Here's why some men won't marry a woman for good reason and some not so good. Okay? So let's check this out. Number 1, his own insecurities. He's not ready. He's afraid. He's hesitant. For personal reasons, justified or not. That's why he won't marry you. Look into it. Number 2, his freedom and independence. He doesn't want to lose the ability to do what he wants, when he wants, with whom he wants, and how he wants. When he's in a relationship as deep as marriage, he has new commitments that compete for the activities he had as a single dating man. So that's something to keep in mind. What you bring to the table needs to be something that he goes, my freedom and independence per se, some of it, or all of it, a lot of it, is worth sacrificing because of who you are, what you bring to the table, how you make him feel, what you do for him. Ladies, that's going to be something for you to think about. Number 3, there's something about you, personally, that he doesn't like. So he doesn't want to commit to being with you for the long haul because of that. It could be your attitude, ladies. It could be your health. It could be your voice, your style, how you treat his friends or family, etc. He wants to be friends with you or just date you for a while longer, but nothing serious and nothing more. You're going to have to look into why and what that is. What is it about you personally that he doesn't like to commit to you for the long haul? Number 4, there's something about your family or his that he's not comfortable with if he were to commit to you. You know the old saying, you marry the gal, you marry the family. The family comes with the gal. So some families are so crazy and that he might not want to be a part of that, that frenzy by marrying you. So you got to take a look back and say, oh, God, my family is a little crazy. What are you going to do about it to protect him so that, you can marry him and he doesn't have to marry your family, but he marries you. Number 5, he's holding out for someone else, someone better, a better fit, more for him. That is, in his own mind. While you're not his first or best choice, he still enjoys being in a relationship with you that he doesn't want to let go or commit to yet. Number 6, he's hiding something about himself. Addiction, debt, promiscuity, hookers, other girlfriends, bisexual relationships with men. He's in the closet that he doesn't want you to know about because he knows it will damage the relationship and ultimately hurt you. So he avoids getting close to you in the form of marriage. Interesting. Number 7, someone's already filling your shoes. Maybe his mom takes care of him, still, at his age. He has close female friends with benefits. Ex-girlfriends, he doesn't want you to get back with ex-girlfriends. He doesn't want to get back with them, but they still tend to his basic needs, if you know what I mean, and more. They're taking care of him in ways you would be if they weren't in the picture. So get him to fess up about any outside relationships that might be impeding your progress toward becoming his wife. Tell him to set boundaries and abide by them. That way, there's room for you to move in and take over those roles as his lawfully wedded wife, should you choose. Number 8, you think you get along with him, but he doesn't think so. He's not willing to commit. He might feel the relationship isn't strong enough for marriage or strong enough to last. What's going on in his head? Number 9, you've got baggage. You're a liability. And you're bringing that into the relationship, and he doesn't like it. He doesn't want to have to face or deal with it. And it can happen both ways. He might have baggage, he might have liabilities, debts, but this is focused on you and why men won't marry you and what to do about it. Number 10, you're in a rush to get married, and he's not. So, pushing him to make a decision actually pushes him away. Number 11, maybe he's been married before, once, twice, 3 times or more, and just doesn't trust to be married again. Could be a reason why he doesn't want to marry. Number 12, you're somewhat married already. That is, you've been dating for 5 years or more. You've been living together, possibly raising children together, not in a marriage setting, but you two live together. And marriage just isn't something he feels he needs to do in order to show you his love and commitment to you. If you think this is true, then the only difference is nothing holds him back or prevents him from going out the door, or your heart like a marriage certificate, or rings, wedding rings, a ceremony. Number 13, he's afraid of divorce or you leaving him. Many men are, both men and women alike. But depending on the relationship, his parents had, or his brothers or his uncles, or if they got divorced, remarried, divorced again, and whatever the pattern is, there could be something deep down that's preventing him from getting married to anyone. And that's the thing today. Men aren't afraid of marriage per se. They're afraid of divorce. They're afraid of divorce. They're afraid of a woman walking out because, I just wasn't happy. And it ruins his career, his income. The children get taken away if there are any. Divorce is damaging to men. And men look at marriage like a financial contract now because they stand to lose a lot of money. They stand to lose their life in so many ways. And so they're just like, it's just not worth it. It's not worth the risk. I'll just date forever. I'll get my needs met by women who are empowered to have sex like men. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? There's trouble out there in paradise, folks, and you know it. I know you do. Whew, something else. Number 14, he might not value marriage or find marriage as something he's just not into. Dating is fine. It's light. Doesn't apply too much pressure or the trappings that go along with being married. Again, these are just reasons why men might not marry a woman. Number 15, you never said anything about getting married. So if you, the lady, doesn't bring it up, ever, chances are he might not either. So after a while, you got to bring it up. Hey, where's this going? This is what I want. Put your wants on the table. Tell him what you want. If you don't ask, you don't get. And number 16, you haven't given him an ultimatum or laid it on the line by saying, either we get married, at a certain period of time or date, or I'm going to leave, period. I'm going to go find someone who does want to marry. And it's not so much marry me, but just wants to get married. If you're not the marrying type of man, I'm out of here because that's what I want. I want a family. I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm tired of swimming in the ocean of sharks, and all the single tigers out there. It's dangerous. It's a jungle out there. So every man knows if he dates you, at some point, marriage, discussions, and commitment will be on the agenda, while both men and women take their own time to make their own assessments, of course. Is this someone I want to be with for the rest of my life? If a man takes more than 3 years to decide to marry you, maybe 2, maybe 1, but 3, then he either never will marry or will only marry you if you lay it on the line that you will leave him for another man who will. So, no matter the reason, ladies, women need to take control of their own lives and dating situations and be upfront with the man that they're dating from the beginning or throughout as to what she wants out of the relationship. Now, I know that sounds like common sense, but the truth is, people don't speak up. They don't ask for what they want, what they need. They just kind of go along. They don't want to, rock the boat, kind of thing. But a very simple, I'd love to go out with you. But if this turns into a long-term dating arrangement, I'd rather become more than just your girlfriend. I'd love to become your wife. Are you okay with that thinking? And say it kind of early on. And I actually just read something the other day about women pressuring men early on in the dating relationship. Kind of like that interview. It's like they go right into talking about marriage. I don't even know you, and that's so true, hold those questions, until you actually know this man, and don't put it right there at the front, like, oh, what a great first date. Let's talk about marriage, I'll tell you, it's something else. But seriously, don't think that you're applying any pressure here, because you're not. You just want certain things out of the relationship, and you're just letting him know what you are and what you want. Besides, who's pressuring who? Are you pressuring him to get married, or is he putting pressure on you, your body clock, other dating options, marriage potential, etc., by avoiding this issue or discussion, only to leave you wasting your time with this guy? So there's pressure on both sides,